Hey folks, it's break time, and that means it's another edition of the Anime Break Room with your hosts Will Medina and Dabir Weeks. Dabir, what's going on, brother? How we doing today?
Not too bad. What's up? What's up?
I had to do a little law reference. Room.
That was nice. That was nice.
Hopefully it came out good. I don't know.
That was nice. Yeah.
If it came out pretty, crappy, then I'll be really disappointed in myself. But actually coming back from the gym, I thought about doing that.
It's not too bad though.
I appreciate it. I thought I was like, maybe I should start off with doing room, and see how it sounds. So when I play it back, we'll see how that sounds. But Matt, what's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing much. Enjoying the sun for now.
Yes,
because it's starting to get cold.
We live in the frozen tundras of Western New York, so definitely not excited for that. But we're enjoying all the nice weather that's coming to us recently. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, last week we were here talking about JJK, the hidden inventory arc. It was fun. I enjoyed talking about the episode. Yeah. I did miss out on something that I did want to bring up. When Gato beat up that one dude with dog. The dog, Tatsuki. He's Tatsuki. Yeah, that was, bro. We watching that scene. I'm watching it at work with Gawi. Gawi, and he's kind of like peeking at my tablet, and I was like, oh man, here we go. And then he goes, oh Tatsuki, it's so great to see you. And he's giving his backstory, and he's like, I remember the last time I saw you was 50 years ago. He goes, wait a minute, 50 years ago? And then it goes back to this Gato just giving him hands, bro. I mean, it was crazy.
Dirty.
Oh, man. He was like, bah, 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 bah. And he's just like, yo.
Unleashed it on him.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, he doesn't want to get close. He doesn't want close quarter combat. And Gato's like, okay, stupid. Like, try it.
Reeled him in.
Oh, he did. He definitely reeled him in. But I thought about that too. I was like, man, I forgot about talking about that scene because that scene was so great.
Yeah, it was.
It was a really great scene. I really enjoyed that. And then me and Gal, we were just laughing. We were just like, dude. And the funny part is, I had my headphones on, so he's just watching it without hearing it, and he's still dying laughing. He's like, bro.
That's how you know it was good.
Yeah. So it was great. That's one thing. Yeah, that was one thing I kind of missed out that I wanted to talk about. But I think we covered everything pretty good. The Shibuya arc. It's gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
Cannot wait, man. It's gonna be wild.
Every episode.
I know. The next week's episode is gonna be even crazier. They name it the Shibuya arc incident.
Right.
So it's gonna be wild. It's I can't wait. I can't wait. But this week we jump on football. Since football is coming back, we jump on not American football, but the world's football. Yeah. Soccer, as we call it in North America. But we jump on this week's topic. We jump on Blue Lock. We talk about all the characters that we enjoy, some of the backstories, and why we like this anime, honestly. And then Dabir, he was raving about it the whole time. He's like, bro,
watch it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He was pressing me on it. He's like, bro, like, what are you doing? I was like, I know, I'm sorry.
And Avnell put me on.
And you know what's funny? He never watched it.
Which is crazy. Yeah. How he put me on and I just
because his niece watched it. She's a huge fan.
Oh.
And she kept telling him about it. Yeah, so she's a big fan of Blue Lock.
And so am I.
Yeah, no, it is great. So we'll jump into that for our lunch break topic today. But this week on our Chop Talk segment, we're going to talk about another anime that Dabir has been kind of pressing me on too. And honestly, Dabir has been holding me accountable because last week we talked, we were texting, and you were saying, bro, did you watch One Piece? Which was the Lightning episode. Oh, yeah. I didn't watch this week's episode. I got to watch it still. But last week, I took me a while to watch that episode too. And he was like, bro, did you watch that episode? I was like, no, I haven't. It's like, well, bro, did you read the new chapter? He's like, no, I haven't. I haven't got onto it. He goes, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? I was like, Dabir, you're right. What am I doing? So Dabir's been holding me accountable. He really has. He's been holding me accountable.
You need to jump on that that good goat piece. Okay.
Yeah. So like I said, when I watched One Piece last week oh my god, the animation was ridiculous.
Yes.
It was spot on. But another anime that Dabir, like I said, has been pressing me and he's been raving about. I'm almost caught up with Dr. Stone. I got one more episode left.
Nice. Good.
One more episode.
Good.
They introduced Amaryllis. That's her name? Amaryllis? Yeah. Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
They introduced her. They also introduced the other three antagonists, Maz, Kirisame, and Ibara from the Purification Kingdom.
Yeah.
They introduced those three. And so that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm on the last episode. And they just had the selection where they're picking the young girls. Bro.
Yeah.
What was his Giro?
Ginro. Yeah.
Ginro. Bro, they did him so dirty.
Yeah, that was.
What? First of all, he looked like a girl.
They did pretty good. It's like, you need somebody small and kind of petite.
So oh my god. So Ginro he's like the scaredy cat. You know, he's the cowardly character, you know.
He's like the normal one, like, yo, y'all some monsters.
Yeah. Well, you know, in the one episode he tried to make it seem like he made an effort to go on the voyage with them. When he jumped in the water, he goes, he's like, I'm coming with you guys too. But he would try to make himself look good.
He's like, I'm not even gonna make it. I'm gonna just turn around and act sad and all.
Yeah. And then they eventually, who found him? I think it was Ryusui.
Is that his name?
Ryusui, the captain of the ship.
The
most greediest man.
I
I like he's my favorite character.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I like him. I like he snaps his fingers. Francois, you know, it's great. I love it. Yeah, I like Ryusui. But I think he found them and they actually put him on ship. He's like, yo, man. So his plan backfired.
It backfired.
You know, because he wanted to look good for Yuri and all the other women in the village. You know, you know, you tried your best, and he was, you know, so he thought he was gonna score. Yeah. But he actually they did him dirty, which is funny.
That's what he did.
Yeah, because they dressed him up like a girl for the selection. And then Amaryllis is pretty funny too. She plays this innocent girl well, you know, like she's just like, you know, like shy and timid, you know, kind of girl.
She got a whole game plan in her head. She be ready too.
Yeah, so she's concocting something, and then she's working with Senku and all them, and then Kohaku, she's funny too because she's not your typical woman. First of all, she's strong as hell. Like she's really she's really legit.
Beast,
she's a warrior, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah.
But I love the part when they try to do her hair. They shampooed it, and then everybody thought it was gonna come out nice, and you know, and also it poofs up again, you know. It was like, what the heck, you know? And then Gin was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a task, you know. And then, oh my god, so when he gave her the earpiece, and they wanted to see if the earpiece was working, then he goes, Kohaku. What did he say? He said, make a cute little pose.
Oh my
God. She was like, she didn't know what to do. Like she was so when he told her make a cute little pose, he actually was trying to do it to see if the earpiece was working, but he was kind of playing games with her. So he says, make a cute little pose. And she thought about Suka because you know, she's a young little girl, you know, with the what is that, like a
it's like a melon
on her head, right? Yeah, and it helps her see
because she got the glasses.
Yeah. So when she thought about her, she actually pulled the pose off pretty good.
She did in her own stiff.
Yeah. It was very weird, but she pulled the pose off.
Awkward.
Oh, very awkward. So she pulled the pose off, but then she was like, "Gin, once we get through with this, I'm gonna make you pay." And Gin's like, "Oh man," like he definitely.
It was a one way
earpiece.
But he felt it though. He already knew he was in trouble.
You know what's funny? When Kohaku tried to do her own makeup.
Oh my god!
That was bad.
Really bad.
That was, and she's held in the lipstick and everything like a sword, like a weapon, you know. And then that's what Gin was calling her. Like, of course you would carry makeup like a weapon. Like, what is wrong with you? You know, it was great. It's a good watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm one episode season 3. Yeah, one episode. I got one episode left with season 3. Season 4 comes out next month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's soon. I didn't know that soon.
It comes out next month.
Nice.
So I'm definitely, catching up with that. Like I said, Ryusui is definitely my favorite character. I like his ambition. I just like him. Nice. I like how he calls himself the greediest man in the world because he's not. It's not that he's not doing it to trample people. You know what I'm saying? Like go over people. He's just doing it because that's. I want things.
Right.
When I want something, I'm gonna go get it.
And
he has a lot of
that.
Yes, he has a lot of ambition.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, yo, I like that. Like that's an interesting way of putting it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you say greed, you think it's it's okay, he's greedy. But the way how he uses that, it's like okay, I rock with that. You know what I'm saying? And then Francois be on point, bro.
Always.
Francois be on point. She be. The cooking, everything,
baking, everything.
Oh my god, yeah.
To the T every time.
And then he be Francois. He snaps his fingers, and it's great. Like I like Ryusui, But yeah, I'm enjoying it though, man. Like I definitely can't wait for the next season. I'm definitely gonna finish up with the next one with the last episode. I gotta finish the last episode. I don't know if they have a date for season 4.
Okay.
I don't know.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, but it is coming out.
Good.
October. They did say October.
Okay.
But you know what else is coming out in October? Something that you sent me from a TikTok video.
I did.
Undead Unluck.
Ah, yes.
October 6th.
I did just send that. Yeah.
I'm excited. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I swear, Dabir, I swear on everything I love, you're going to love that anime.
This is not your first time saying that.
Bro, I'm reading it. I'm on volume 5 right now. It's getting crazy. It's getting real good. I think there's like 13 volumes right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's getting so good. Like it really is. We have talked about this before on previous episodes, but if this is your first time listening to the Anime Break Room, the premise of this is Andy, who can negate death, basically. He basically, every time his body part is cut off or, whatever, every time he takes damage to his body, he regenerates. So he basically can negate death. Fuko, the little girl she's an 18-year-old girl who's with him, she, I would say, negates good luck. Like when people touch her, they have a stroke of bad luck, So that's like crazy. They die basically, So in the beginning, she tries to take her life because she can't live that way, She wants to find love, She wants to live a normal life basically, and she's looking to kill herself, and then Andy, finds her, and then he knows about her powers, like he understands her powers, and so Andy's looking for the greatest death. Like he's just looking to die basically. Yeah. So there's a lot more to it than that, but
right.
And once you get into the story itself, like it's so good. Like there's a couple things I had to reread because all the abilities, the power system is like they're called negators. So all the abilities that they have like untruth, injustice, undead, unluck.
Oh wow.
So that's what they're called. Like that's what certain people's abilities are called.
Yeah.
And the abilities only activate when certain conditions are met.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good. It's very unique.
Yeah, it sounds like the author really thought this through when it came to their abilities. It sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah, it's very unique. I love how they do certain things, like I said, with the abilities and everything. The story's great too. Like once they start using their abilities, I'm like, okay, I have to understand. Like sometimes I had to go back and reread and check it out. I was like, okay, and then that's how it happened. How this happened, and then like so you understand what's going on. But it's really good. And then there's 2 types of negators. I think it's like self-targeting, which the ability only affects your body and your body alone. Oh. And then the other one is compulsive, where it affects everything around you, including people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I like how I like how they explained it, but yet where I'm at right now, they haven't explained a lot of people's abilities. They just explained Andy, obviously, because he's the main character with Fuko, and then another guy his name is Shen. They explained his ability, which is pretty cool. Like I like Shen.
Okay.
I haven't really found a character that I really rock with yet. It might be Shen, but they show quite a bit of them. But I'm still kind of reading and going through and seeing what's going on. But
keeping your eye out.
Yeah. But right now, Shen sounds like he's gonna be my dude. You know.
All right.
But it's really good. It's really good. I'm enjoying
it.
it. I'm enjoying it a lot. But I can't wait till you get into it because I know the way you
it sounds like I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, because the way you look at things, you like to really analyze and like really.
It's true.
It's gonna keep you on your toes.
Ooh, I
think it will. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. It's gonna be so good, bro. October 6th. He knows
me, folks. He knows me.
Yeah. You know, was it 4 years?
Yeah.
4 or 5 years? 5 years.
Wow.
5 years. Yeah, because my anniversary for Upstate is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was last month. Yeah. Whatever. Who cares? Anyways, but 5 years too long. No, but yeah, I because I'm reading it and I'm like, dude, this is gonna be something the Bears gonna want to read or even watch.
Yeah.
So October 6th, man, I can't wait.
Ooh,
I can't wait. Yeah, like I said, there's so much going on with people's abilities. There's so many conditions that need to be met. It's so great, bro. I really am enjoying it. It's probably my second favorite read.
Ooh.
Next to Kaiju number 8 or Kaiju number 8. It's my second favorite read.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I really am. And then I bought another manga series that I kind of am not reading right now, but it's just collecting. But it's called The Elusive Samurai. Yeah. So you know how samurais are like, they're loyal. You know, I should. Well, they are loyal, but
the concept of samurais?
Bushido?
Yeah.
So this kid who's an heir to this kingdom who is betrayed by a certain amount of people, by certain people, well, he becomes a great hero by escaping. Yeah. So that's why they call it the elusive samurai.
That's different.
Yeah.
It's a different take.
Yeah.
I like
that. Yeah, so I'm gonna start that. I bought the first 2 volumes already, but I'm gonna take the approach where I want to finish up Undead and Unluck.
Okay,
I want to do that first.
It's good. You should finish something.
Yes. I know.
Tend to jump from spot to spot.
It's bad. But I want to finish Undead Unluck, and then I want to at least, continue to read Fire Force, but I am watching it too. I just saw the last episode I saw was when Shinra beat Princess Ibana.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great. I love how they animated it. It was. I think it's sticking to the manga a lot. There's, like I said, there's a couple things that changed, but it's not like anything crazy.
Okay, that's good to know.
But one part I did like. I think I told you. I know I told Kawi, but I know I think I told you is when they're in the village with Benimaru in his village.
Yeah.
And I might have said it on the show, but I can't remember. But I'm gonna repeat it again, and then if I have said it on the show, then whatever. But no. But so they're in that village, and Shinra is looking for one of the White Hoods.
Okay.
The evangelist.
Yeah.
And there's a sniper, and then there's another guy that they're fighting, and he's looking for the sniper. And it's him and Arthur. And he goes, Arthur, I'm going to look for the sniper. Help me look for him.
Yeah.
And Arthur, oh my God. I love Arthur. Arthur Boyle is my boy. He told Shinra, dude, this is dumb. He said, yeah, just use your finger. Don't use your fancy words like left and right, east and west. I said, no, dude. What are you doing? Bro, I was dying. I stopped reading and I showed Kawi and I'm like, look at this. And he's just like, he starts dying laughing. I'm like, what? But that's what makes Arthur Boyle. Oh my God. That's what makes Arthur Boyle so great, bro.
Yeah.
He's definitely my favorite character.
You get to his flashback yet?
Nah, not yet.
Oh,
I just read the 6th volume, so I gotta buy like 7 and 8.
Oh my God! When I can't wait till you. I want to know. how you feel about
his backstory,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They give a small amount of it of why he is the way he is now.
Okay.
So and then it just makes you think like, yo. So I can't wait till you get to that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I need to hear your take on that.
No, when I do that, I'll definitely let you know because I'm excited because Godwin told me the same thing. What you're telling me, you know, he's like, yo, when you get to Arthur's backstory. It's good, it's real good.
Yeah.
And then he told me about his horse. So I don't know what's that about.
I think that's around the same time you learn about his backstory too. I think it's either the same episode or the same 2 episodes.
Okay.
So yeah, you're gonna enjoy all of that.
Yeah, I love Arthur. He's so dumb, but he's great. He's a great character.
He's amazing though.
I love the part when he had the sword in his left hand when he's fighting Company 5. Yeah. He goes, yo, something feels off. He goes, wait a minute, this is my left hand, right? Oh, yeah, okay. And then he just one-shot the
and then all of a sudden he's OP.
Yeah,
he's like so random.
I'm like, yo, this dude is awesome. Like,
yeah, he's so strong, but he's
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Arthur's a great character. But yeah, I'm enjoying Fire Force. I really am. I just, like I said, I don't know. I like the manga. I like the manga. I like where the manga's going. I like the feel of it. I like reading it. It's a great read.
It's good you got the option to be able to, whichever one you enjoy. You get to look at both and be like, okay, I'm gonna lean towards this.
But either or, whether you watch the anime or read the manga, it's good either way.
Absolutely.
Like honestly, reading the manga and watching the show, it's similar, but it's just. The anime is bringing it to life, but it's all like I said, some dialogue changes here and there, but for the most part, and even when Gawi looked at it, he's just like, "Yo, this looks like exactly how it's printed out
that's good.
in the anime.
That's good.
Like looks because sometimes things change. You know? But he goes, no, this is exactly like reading it. If you look at it side by side, it's exactly the same. Nice. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is." The sound effects in the anime are so good. Like a guy at the gym told me.
Yeah. Like when it comes to sound effects, people will always bring up Fire Force. Yeah. It's just eargasms. Right. I'm telling you.
No, it's true because with every punch, with all the fire, it just sounds like it's real intense.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm enjoying watching it and reading it. I'm just watching it slowly because I want to read it. I like reading it. I don't know. It's like I said, it's good.
That's okay.
It's like my sister. She's reading Bungo and Dr. Stone. I'm like, yo, where are you? It's like, have you met Ryusui? She goes, who is that? Damn it. Okay, never mind. You know. So, but it is like I said, Fire Force is great. Like I'm enjoying it. So I can't wait to keep reading and get to this horse that Arthur is on. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're gonna lose your mind.
But with that being said, you ready to jump in our lunch break topic?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. So, like I said, football season is here, folks. But we're not talking about American football. We're talking about soccer, the world's football, England's football. And we're going to talk about Blue Lock. So, like I said, it's anime that Dabir, you love it, right?
Yeah, I love the way they just bring it to life.
Right. No, it is good. It's very good. And like I said, I think I've mentioned it to you before. I think I said it on the show before too. When I first watched it, it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. But it was like I was kind of slowly getting into it.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that.
You know. Yeah. And then like it got to a certain part where I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Where it was when they started talking about Chigari, his backstory.
Oh yeah, you did tell me. Yeah.
Bro,
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
The way they do the athlete, the perception of the athlete, phenomenal. Because he's coming off this knee injury. I want to say it's ACL.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's because that's really the like what it's like one of your knee ligaments. You're rehab. You're recovering is for it takes a while to recover, takes a while to rehab, and it's like physically you're trying to get back into the mojo. But with Chigari, it's mental.
Yeah.
And the way they illustrated with the chains.
Oh, holding him down.
Yes, because that's exactly because the way he got hurt in his backstory, he didn't.
Oh, I felt it. Like
Yes.
the flashback, I felt like I was him. Like I stumbled a little bit. And I was sitting down. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. You know what though? That's a legit thing. Like
That is
athletes,
crazy.
and you'll see it in football, you'll see it in basketball. They'll make one move.
Yeah, just one little. Yeah, it's so slight.
It's very slight,
Oh,
and then
my
all of a sudden
God.
you're like done for the year.
Oh,
if it's an
my
ACL
heart.
tear, you're done for the
Yeah.
year. Like it's the recovery and the rehab takes that long.
That's
and
scary.
and so with Chigari, it was like, okay, he recovered because he was, from his backstory, he was the guy. Like it seemed like he was a top prospect. He was a genius, and the brothers, the Wami brothers, the twins.
Yeah, the twins. Yeah.
They were weird.
One talked for the other.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
One
The other
grunted,
the other had crazy eyebrows.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's what my brother would say. It's like, what? Like, okay, but they would get into Chiggady's head, like, yo,
they was messing with, because they was haters basically.
Yeah.
Because they was around when he was younger before he
because in the backstory with that team they were the stars.
Yeah.
And Chiggity had outshined them.
Mm-hmm. He just kind of came in there and was like, let me just let me just show you.
But he outshined him because he had that super speed. That was his weapon, which he kept it from Team Z.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing at first. Like,
in the beginning.
Didn't answer the question.
Yeah, because he was. It seemed like he was willing, and he said this too. He was willing to give up on soccer.
Yeah,
he was if I lose here, I don't care.
He was kind of using it as an excuse to finally give up on it.
Yeah. So he was just like, whatever. But like I said, I like how they illustrated with the chains because it was all mental with him. It was just mental. He had to get out of his own way. And then this is where Isagi comes in and is like, yo, snap out of it.
My boy.
I know. We're going to get to that in a minute. We're definitely going to get to that in a minute. So Isagi's motivating him. And he's like, bro, Chiggity, snap out of it. We need you. Because this is where Kuan betrayed them. That episode.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Kuan had betrayed him. And he was kind of... Because he scored his 3 goals. He made sure he was the top scorer. Because if a team loses, if they lose out on their little double elimination or their little, what they call it, like in their bracket, if they lose like a certain amount of times, or if they're not the top 2 teams in that house, basically, the top scorer moves on, but the rest of the team has to leave Blue Lock.
Yeah.
So he got his hat trick. He made sure he was the top scorer, and then the second half came, and he's just like
he fumbling the bag for some reason. What's going on?
And Isagi caught on. He caught on, but that was that episode. So when he caught on, but Isagi's like, "Yo, Chiggity, we need you." And then there was this one part where he was just like, if you're not gonna do anything, then move out the way.
I love when he switches.
Yeah,
he turned the switch on.
I
love it.
But you know what? That turned the switch on for Chigari.
Like, what? You calling me weak? Like, nobody wants to be called weak. Nobody wants to feel like a burden.
It's the ego thing.
Yeah.
And again, this series does great with ego.
That's how they drew me in with that.
With the ego?
Yeah. They drew me in with that.
So you can see, and then like I love how they illustrate it. So they got the chains on him and everything. Ooh. And then once he feels that. Okay.
Yeah, the chains are pulling. They starting to break one by one.
Yeah, he's starting to break out of it mentally. And then you can see the speed that he takes off with.
Man. It's gone.
Yeah, that was dope. I like that. And then he's just like passing by the brothers, and he was like, "Yo, he got his speed back."
Yeah,
that's what my brother would say, or something like that. That's something like that. It's funny. Like those. I'm like, they're so weird. He goes, pass the ball. That's what my brother would say, Like, okay. But no, seeing that, though, like I said, the perception of the athlete, they really illustrated that really great, especially with that scene with Chigari. That's what really got me intrigued.
Okay.
Like, I started, like, okay, I like how they did that because it's reality. So... Blue Lock does have some supernatural elements to it,
Yeah, just add the little spice.
Right. But that is reality. That is so true. You know what I'm saying? For an athlete who is coming off an injury, that devastating, You know,
it's traumatizing.
It is, but it's not just a physical thing; it's a mental thing, and they have to block that out and just believe that they're going to be the same player they were, or even better. The next time, and that's what Chickadee was going through. And Chickadee reminds me of his ability reminds me of a player that I've watched in the NFL. Because when they say speed, I think of Tyreek Hill.
Oh, okay.
And it's weird because he's just like, yo, okay, yeah, like Tyreek. His nickname's the Cheetah.
Oh,
he's that fast.
Nice.
I think he was a track star too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's an NFL wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, Chickadee and like speed. Oh, okay, kind of like Tyreek Hill. So that's pretty cool. Like I like, everybody needs a speedster.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so he's very like. That was pretty cool, especially how they illustrated it, like, with him running.
Yeah.
The sound effects they used, it was great. Like, I loved it. Nice. And then he had this long hair.
Right, his long,
and people start calling him Princess.
Yeah.
The next match they had, which really drew me in, because my boy was in the next match.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tangetsu. Yeah, Tangetsu. He was the one that called him Princess with the glasses. The stupid kid.
Yeah.
But Team V, like I said, my boy came in. That's what introduced my boy, Nagi. Nagi.
The natural talent. Yeah.
He
wasn't even trying.
The lazy genius.
The lazy genius. There we go. Yeah.
Yo, so when they first introduced Nagi, bro, he was in the cafeteria, head on the table. He goes, Leo, he said, this is such a bother. Like, why is this guy? Because Kuman was trying to, convince them, yo, I can help you.
Yeah.
But
he's just looking at him
he's like,
we don't even need you.
And then Nagi's like, yo, this is such a bother, bro. Like, it's so annoying. Like, I just want to be left alone.
This is what you need to do to win. Like, they're just really looking at him like, ugh.
But what really got me though? When he asked Leo for a piggyback ride. I'm like, what? And Leo just really gave it to him.
Yeah,
like,
just picked him up.
I'm not putting another grown man in my back. Like, you crazy? Come on. But, he goes, Leo, because he says, I want to go back to the room. He goes, Nagi, you told me you wanted to come here to eat. He goes, yeah, but eating's such a hassle.
Yeah, he did say that. Like, he didn't feel like chewing anymore.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, my God. But watching him play, though,
yeah.
Bro, he's a beast.
You know what I loved? I loved when he finally found like his passion to try that, like going from switching like that from his normal, he just
nonchalant, whatever, who cares,
to finding out why trying actually feels so good. Right. That really hit.
Well, again,
that was
nice.
That's
had to do with Isagi.
Oh yeah,
Isagi. I'm sorry, Isagi.
Right? Watching him,
because
he struggle to win.
Right, and he's asking, he goes, why you keep struggling? It's
really
futile.
Was curious.
He goes, it's futile. Why? And then he goes, because we're just getting to the Isagi said we're just getting to the best part, and Nagi's like,
he's so confused.
What does that even mean, dude? Like the game's,
yeah, y'all lost. It's over.
It's a wrap, bro. You can't beat us. But like you said, once he started finding that, okay, Leo's in trouble. This game's getting close. He's like, okay, but I don't. He finally said to himself, is like, that it makes him try. And it's like, I don't want to lose kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so he actually felt like they were going to lose. He felt the pressure.
Yeah.
For the first time. But I'm imagining it was the first time.
But that pressure ain't stopping him from going in.
No,
bro.
it didn't. It pushed him the right way.
Yeah.
I love it when they have that flame in their eye. It gets me riled up, bro. I'm just in the game with
but that's like I got that let's go, you know what I'm saying? Like it's time to get it, you know what I'm saying? Like I got it, it's like that I gotta go get it now, you know, moment. Like it's just like nothing's gonna stop me, and that's what Nagi, like when he actually tried, and then you see Team Z was like, yo, like this is what happens when he tries. Oh hell nah. And then he was just he was making crazy moves, bro. Yeah, but his first touches, Nagi's first touches, when the ball's like in the air and he like touches it with his bro. I love how they illustrate. I think that's the one where he touched it and then he did like a bicycle kick or something.
Like he was just kind of going on. He was freestyling.
Yeah, basically, bro. I'm like, yo, They was like, yo, he does that when he tries. Oh man, now we're in trouble, and they're already down the guy,
right?
You know, so it was crazy, bro. Like that's my boy. I like Nagi.
He's a beast.
He's like his development was great. His development was great.
Yeah, it was.
You know, then eventually Team Z beats Team V. You know, which is a big upset because Team V was. It was they were that team, you know what I'm saying? But that whole scene was great. Oh yeah. You know, with Chigari and Zantetsu because he's like, yeah, stupid specs. You know, that's what Chigari called Zantetsu. And he's like, yeah, stupid specs, like you can't outrun me. And he goes, you can't call me stupid. We only met once. I was like, oh, this dude,
we're not friends.
Yeah, we're not friends. You can't call me stupid. Princess, you know, but then it was it was great. Like that whole match got me really in because it was so intense.
Yeah,
very intense.
Yeah, it draws you right in.
Yeah, it did. It drew me in. Like from then on, like I was hooked.
Nice.
You know, because then like Isagi and Nagi and Bachara team up and they played the top three, led by Rien Itoshi. They get worked because those guys,
I was so ready to watch that episode. It's like I knew it was gonna happen, but I wanted to see how.
Because you wanted to see Ren, because the way they introduced him, where he kicked the one ball high. And it had a high trajectory, and then the one ball he kicked low. It had like a spin, and it met up.
Oh, yeah, that was dope.
He basically showed him, be like, "That's what I could do, fool."
Effortlessly, and then walked away. Like,
because it's all half baked.
Everybody's half baked.
Yeah, but we'll talk about him a little bit later on because I think he's more for season 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
But they showed a little bit on him and the way how he's making Isagi kind of develop, you know, because he's kind of like, yo, you got to use your eyes. You know what I'm saying? You got to see everything, you know. So we'll talk about Ren in a little bit. But they end up, Bachara, Isagi, and Nagi get worked by the top 3 of Blue Lock. And then it's just Isagi and Nagi. Because they end up taking Bachara. Because in the second selection, so when they do the 3-on-3, the winning team can take a member from the losing team. So Ren's team took Bachara because Bachara is crazy handled. Yeah. The other two guys were like, yo, yeah, let's take him. You know, he's a beast.
Yeah, I love Bachara though. I like
we'll get into Bachara because he's a very unique character. He's very unique. So because reason why I want to go this way real quick with Nagi and Isagi because they end up facing one of Isagi's former teammates from Team Z, Nurahaya. They end up facing him, and then he teams up with my other favorite character, Bado. I love Bado, bro. I love Bado. I am the king. You know, he goes, the king doesn't take orders from anybody. You know, stuff like that. Yo, Bado's a beast, man. He really is. But he's definitely very, very selfish. Yeah. Extremely selfish. Yeah. But when they introduced him in I think episode 2 or 3, you know, they just show how much better he is than everybody else. Yeah, you know,
they did,
So remember when they were in that scrum and he just kind of took the ball. I think it was episode 2 or 3. I can't remember what it was, but it was something like that. Episode 2 or 3. He just took the ball and just scored easy, you know. And then Isagi was like, "Yo, this dude." And then at the end, he goes, "Number 11. If you're staying in front of the goal, you might as well kick for the goal, donkey." And he just walks away. He just calls everybody donkey. I'm like, yo, this dude's a beast, dude. He just comes over. He goes, yeah, the king doesn't take orders from anybody, especially from donkeys like you or something like that. I'm just like, dude, this dude's crazy. But he's very selfish. He's a very selfish individual because he wants to win, but he wants to win with him scoring all. Right, you know, and he's just a ball hog. You know. So they get into this match, and this is where Isagi starts developing because that match, that 2-on-2 match, Nagi and Bado were going at it. So Isagi was like, oh, I don't want to mess up. You know what I'm saying? It kind of depends on me and Nurahaya on who's gonna, help out and make it
right. Help out the geniuses over there.
Right. So, eventually they end up winning Nagi and Isagi. They eventually win because I think this is when Isagi finds his direct shot.
Yeah.
So he finally finds his formula to score in that episode. And they end up taking Badu. Now, if you think Badu is interesting on the field,
seeing this man off the field was such a surprise. Like,
bro.
But not really, but it was at the same time. Like, he's a clean freak. He wants everybody to be neat and clean. Everything should be this way only.
You know what? You're right. It's probably not a surprise, but it's funny to see.
Yeah, it definitely was. And his hair was down too.
Yeah,
he didn't have it all gelled up.
Yeah, I didn't realize how long his hair was.
I said the same thing. I'm like, was his hair already that long?
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, what the heck? It was interesting how when he had his hair down, it was like really down his back.
Yeah, it was pretty long. Yeah.
So he has to like gel
this
up.
man has a massive gelled up
mohawk or something like that
into like a mohawk shape, but it's actually kind of cool when I
like
look
his
back
design,
on it.
though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's bad. He's a bad
yeah,
dude.
he is.
But and so like I said, on the field, if you think he was, off the field, this man, he like you said, he's very OCD.
He is.
OCD to the T. He goes, the wet towels go into the hamper. You guys didn't dry off. Now the pillows are wet. He goes, when they're in the tub. Because when they finally challenge Kurogami, Chisagi, and Chigari and Reo, they're in the tub. It's funny because Kurogime was in the tub with Isagi. And they're talking, and then Chigari comes up because they're offended because they didn't wait for them.
Oh yeah,
what I'm saying?
They're pissed off. Like, yo, why are you moving ahead of us?
Right. So they're kind of upset with Isagi, and then they're kind of going back and forth, and then Nagi's kind of in the pool, like submarining himself, kind of just like underwater, or he's like laying in the kind of floating. He's floating in the water, He goes, man, this is such a bother. And he's just like floating and they're like, yo, when did you get in here? And then Bado comes up, he goes, did you guys properly, what did he say? He said, you guys didn't come into the pool, like, contaminating the pool or the shower? Like, did you guys wash off before you got in the shower?
Yeah.
Like, wash off before you go to the shower. Or maybe before you go to the pool. It's like, you have to wash off before you go to the pool? Like,
this man has a list of order you need to go through.
It's crazy, bro. Like, he's just definitely, like, he has his life. Like, he has everything prioritized.
Yeah, absolutely.
He folds his clothes a certain way. And he's very neat and organized, where Nagi's kind of just like, whatever about everything.
Nagi does not care. He's like that little kid who just throwing stuff everywhere and not giving a care.
Yeah. So it's like, it was just like, they were like night and day.
Yeah.
They would argue all the time. Actually,
hilarious.
In that episode, I loved their interaction in that one, in the geniuses in the Average Joe's episode.
Yeah.
They were just talking back and forth. It was, hey King, ready to bow down to me? He goes, I don't know who you're talking to, donkey, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of going back and forth. And they're, like I said, they're going goal for goal. And then, like I said, Isagi finally finds his formula, his direct shot. But I love their interaction. From on the field to off the field, they're night and day.
Yeah,
they're different.
Absolutely.
They're different. But in the next match, when they fight Kurogami, Chigari, and Reo.
Yeah, I was really hyped for that.
That match was great.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be good, too.
You know what? It's funny. I was hyped for it, too. I was very hyped for it, bro. I was like, oh, this is going to be good.
Right.
And it was good.
Everybody get to show off what they've been learning since they last saw each other.
Yeah, and plus, there's a lot of animosity. Obviously, with Reo and Nagi.
Oh, my God. Through the roof. Because Reo, he was pissed. He wanted him to pay.
So we didn't talk about this. We should have talked about this before. Bro, when Nagi left, because, like I said, Isagi, how can I say this? Nagi was really intrigued with Isagi. He really was. Yeah. And so he's like, yo, I want to know what soccer is like with him. Mind you, Reo and Nagi didn't play soccer until 6 months prior to Blue Lock.
They're newbies too.
Yes.
So it's actually surprising.
So you're right. Like the naturally gifted, like Nagi's naturally gifted. To compare him to an athlete, I don't know who I would compare him to because it's everybody works hard at their craft.
Yeah.
You know, but he was just like naturally like, yo, this is easy for me, you know? And I don't have to work hard to be better. But but then he saw Isagi and he was like, yo, but he's not as good as me, but yet he works twice as hard and doesn't mind, and losing doesn't bother him. You know, kind of thing. Like fighting hard, working hard doesn't bother him. He goes, I gotta know why. So when he approached him in the beginning of the second selection, he goes, Isagi, can you should join our squad. Join us. Yeah. And obviously he was with Bachara. We're kind of going back. So he was with Bachara already. And then Bachara was like, because they were going to wait for Kurogami, the guy who wanted to be a hero. Yeah. Wait for him and Chigari. They were going to wait for one of those guys. But when Nagi said, you know what? Reo, I'm sorry, but I think I'm going to go with them. Yo, Reo was like...
You see, he had the death stare going. My man was pissed.
He was livid. He was like, Nagi, what are you talking about, bro? Like, this is me and you. Like, we're the team. We're, you know what I'm saying? We're the guys. Yeah. He's like, me and you are together always. He goes, Reo, I get it, but I got to know what it's like to play with him. You know what I'm saying? He's pointing at Isagi. So... Fast forward to the match, Reo wants to crush Isagi.
Ooh, the look on his face when he was walking up, like he just wanted to destroy.
He wanted blood. Yeah, like he really was like, yo, you took my boy. Like now I'm taking you out. Yeah, I'm gonna show my boy that I'm better than you, and he made the worst mistake ever. Yeah, but he was gonna forgive him if they won the match. They were gonna take Nagi.
Yeah, but I don't know. He was really pissed.
No, he said it though. He said it when they were talking before the match. I think they all agreed that Nagi was going to be the one that they took. Even though, it was between Nagi and Baru. And Bado. Yeah, it was between... I don't think they were going to take Isagi.
No, they didn't...
Even though, you know what though? Even though Badu probably would have messed up their chemistry.
Oh, he would have majorly messed it up.
But I still think... I think regardless, they would have taken Nagi. Just because, like you said, the naturally talented gifted one, Yeah. And he would have fit with Reo and all that. But going back to that match, it was so much animosity with that match, with that 3-on-3. Yeah. And to see everybody going at it like as hard as they did, like and they were so evenly matched.
Because, they were. They were really bumping heads there.
Right. Because Reo and Isagi are kind of similar, where they see everything. They see the whole field, and everything gels together through them. Kurogime and Baru basically are like the strong enforcers. You know what I'm saying? Like their physiques are kind of like, are built. They're built individuals. So they're like the muscle of the team. And then you got the athletic ones in Nagi and Chisagi. You know what I'm saying? So it was very well, like, evenly matched.
Yeah, it was definitely balanced between them.
It was real balanced. It was real balanced. Like, I liked that. When I think about it now, I was like, yo, it was a real, like, the teams were real built.
Yeah, anybody could have won that. Anybody could have won that one.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But the reason why I also bring this up, especially from Baru's perspective, Baru. They humbled him.
Oh, yeah.
Nagi and Isagi, they
brought him off his high horse, knocked off his crown, come down to the humans.
Yeah. They was like, yo. Because they were trying to create a chemistry, hey. And Isagi's like, Baru, what do I got to do to create this chemistry with us?
Trying to work with him so we could, work together, basically.
Right. And Baru wasn't having nothing of it. He was like, yo, this dude, just give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? You heard what I said, donkey. Give me the ball.
Right. Our chemistry is you give me the ball and I score. That's it.
Basically, and he just like, yo, I'm taking it all. You know what I'm saying? And it ruined everything because the way that the other team was playing. They were just like they knew Badu.
Their teamwork was impeccable.
Right.
So they was working with it. It was like, oh, he's the ball hog. All right.
Yeah, and so they just double teamed him because they knew he wasn't gonna pass.
Right.
But once, like, when Isagi, and like I said, we'll get into Isagi in a minute because he's a very, and he's your boy. So
Yeah.
But once he was looking at, it was funny because how they illustrated how. If he went to Badu, there was nothing there. Mm-hmm. Like he's there anticipating.
No
he's anticipating his movements, and he can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But with Nagi, he's seeing a lot more outlets,
so a lot of possibilities of scoring. Yeah,
and so they started working together, and then they're like, okay, they kind of at some point were like, yo, it's just me and you. We're not even worried about Badu.
I liked it.
And then the one point where Isagi scored. And he kind of looked at Badu and was like, oh, what's wrong now, King? Kind of like put it in his face.
Yeah.
And then when he called him Donkey, Badu, he didn't know what to do. He was shell-shocked.
Yeah, that hit him hard.
It did, bro. Because he's so used to being the man. I score all the goals.
Yeah.
Like I said, it kind of reminded me of, like, Terrell Owens.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of that, like, look at me kind of thing.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I'm him.
Yeah.
And everybody else is, like how Badu said, commoners, but it was very, like, they humbled him.
Yeah.
They humbled him.
And it took a lot, too, until he realized he was actually being a burden to them.
Yeah.
And then on top of Isagi calling him a donkey and scoring, all of that combined really opened his eyes.
It did. But then eventually he took the ball from Isagi the one time, like, oh, no, you're not going to do this for me. And then he just kind of, like, scored, and, like, the other team's like, yo, are they working together or they're not working together? Like, what's going on?
Devouring each other.
But eventually, like, Badu bought in.
Yeah.
He bought in. But I do like the character.
Yeah, I like how he's still, like...
He still is him.
Yeah, he still leveled up, but in his own way on how he still wants to do it. He was like, I just need to do it better, basically, you know?
Right. But he's such a great character.
Yeah,
he really is. I love that. That match was probably it's different. It's tough because that Team Y match or that Team V match was good. That 3-on-3 was good, but it's definitely like it was good.
Yeah,
it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. But those are my two guys, Nagi and Badu. Like I like I said, I love those guys. Those guys were great for me in this anime. If I had to choose one, it would probably be Nagi.
Okay.
Just because I think Nagi's just cool because how he's just
pretty cool.
How he's nonchalant.
Yeah, he's all laid back about it.
Yeah.
But then when he tries, he kicks into gear.
Oh, and they're doing the movie.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. And it's supposed to be about him,
about
like
Nagi and Reo and how they met.
Oh, I would love to watch that.
Yeah, that's the movie. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
When I heard it was going to be about Nagi, I was like, oh yeah,
he was on board.
Yeah, I was like, yo. But let's talk about Isagi because that's your boy, man.
Oh man.
And I remember when we did our top 3 favorite characters. You have Isagi.
Yep.
Or Isagi. That's how you say it. Isagi. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have him on your list. So why is that? Like why? Like you know what I'm saying? Because I think I know why. And he's very like systematic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But why is Isagi so like I'm like your top guys?
Well, I really liked how the anime started. Like he was just trying to do teamwork. He was trying to like, okay, let's do this as a team. Wanted to help others so we can get that W, just to do it and for it to fail, and then it crushing him, them showing all that emotion. I was like, okay, this is getting interesting. And then, we move forward to them, being selected, and he got Ego talking about their egos and what do they want to do? Do they want to be the best? And if I remember right, Isagi was the first to start moving his legs. Like he was just like he already had this in his mind before he was even brought here. Like, I want to be the best, and this is my opportunity. And he's just taking it. He was going it, keep moving forward. He's constantly trying to be a better him. He's constantly evolving. The way he looks at the whole field, the whole everything around
his
him.
spatial awareness.
Yeah. He always keeps it on high. He's always being aware. I like my number 2 favorite character, Rin. I would say help him open his eyes. Like, you're not the only one that can see everything around you. I love him to open his eyes to, you need to look even further, you know?
I love how Ren said, he said, you need to learn how the eyes work.
Yeah.
You know,
you got the basics down, but there's more to it.
Yeah, you got to get more detail with what you're looking at.
Yeah. I like that. At first, I was like, what does he mean? And then, you know, the more they was going, I'm like, okay, I like that.
So with Isagi, that quick development, did that really capture you real quick?
Yeah,
Because I remember you saying, because this is before I started watching, like, you know, he was all about teamwork, you know, because he felt like a team, you know, it's a team game, it's a team aspect, and, you know, I'm all for the team, and instead of taking the shot, he passed to his teammate, and his teammate, you know, failed. You know, so with that development, did that really intrigue you for Isagi?
You know, not even just that moment. It was that after moment when he was on his bike going home.
And he started crying?
Yeah, and it really crushed him. And he just sat there and he just screamed. Like, the scene, the way they drew it, the emotion. I'm like, yo, that is deep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really feeling that with him right now. I was like, okay, that's when I started watching even more closely. Like, okay, they really bring out emotion in this anime, and I really like that.
It was real intense.
Yeah, really absolutely. Intense. I love intense animes like this.
And as you see the development with Isagi and how at first nobody really knew who he was.
Yeah, he's basically a nobody.
Right.
Basically.
He was just like kind of like the bottom end, you know. And then you could see him kind of getting that notoriety a little bit.
Yeah, Bachida noticed a little something. He was like, I can see the monster.
The monster in you.
I was liking that. I was like, the monster in him. Okay.
The monster's telling me. Yeah, that's why it sounds dumb, you know. It's the monster inside, you know.
I don't want to watch it dubbed.
I'm like, yo, what the hell's wrong with Bachida, man?
Sounds like a creep.
Bill, but Bachida's a great character.
Oh,
and like I said, I love their relationship. Because, like you said, Bachida sees something that nobody else has seen.
Yeah.
And his backstory is crazy. Because he just wanted to find somebody who loves soccer just as much as him.
Yeah, he just wanted a friend to be able to enjoy it to the fullest.
Right. And Bachida is not afraid of challenges.
Right.
And case in point, the Team V match where Team V already went up 3 goals. Nagi's in his bag. Reido's making crazy passes. Tetsuya was Tangetsu. Tangetsu was like, you know, running down like crazy. And then Bacha's like, we're down 3 goals? All right, I'll take over. And he's just going in with his hand. Bro, he lifted the whole team. Off that first score, he lifted the whole team.
Then he just not crossed, but basically just like went through like 4 people or something. It was like, yo.
But then I think it was before that where he looked at Isagi, and Isagi's like, but we're down 3 goals, Bachida. Wait, he goes, Bachida looks like, what are you scared? Like, nah, the monster inside me telling me to go in, bro. Like, I don't know about you. But he keeps seeing that monster. I'm like, yo, this man talking about a monster inside him? Like, what? But he was just like, yo, my alter ego is telling me, yo, let's do it. Like, let's go. Like, now it's time to play.
Yeah.
You know, and he wasn't phased, bro. Like, he has a couple loose screws.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. He has a couple loose screws. But Bacha, he like I said, he's a different breed, bro. And that character, like, he has that ooh and ah effect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, when an athlete has an ooh ah, they do something crazy. Like for instance, Kyrie Irving, he's a basketball player, and he has crazy handles.
Oh, okay.
So he has the whole stadium with his, like, when he's doing a crossover, he has the whole stadium go ooh ah. Like, he's putting people on the floor. He's going, like, he's turning people around, and that's how I see Bachida. Whenever he's doing his dribbling, you know, with his feet, you know, people are just like yo, and he's like turning them around inside out. Like, they don't know which way he's going. You know, so that's how I look at Bachida. I was like, yo, that's interesting. Like, Bachida has that ooh factor, that ooh ah factor, you know. So it's interesting. Like, I do like the Bachida character. He has a couple loose screws, yes, but he's a very unique character. Like, unique is probably like an understatement. But he's a very good character. I do like the Bachira. Isagi, like we mentioned before, going back to that, like I said, he's getting notoriety, and people are starting to notice, and eventually, people are like picking up, like, yo, Isagi could be one of the best here, you know. And he's the way he reads the field, the way he reads his teammates, the way he anticipates things. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. People are starting to catch on, and a lot of people from different teams are looking at him like, all right, Isagi, I'll see you. Like, I'll come back and I'll take you out. I'll crush you. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially with Reo was like, during that match, he was like, yo, now I see why Nagi wants to team up with him.
Yeah, he got to really see it firsthand.
Yeah. So, to me, Isagi, like I said, he started at the bottom.
He started at the bottom, yeah.
But it kind of reminds me of Tom Brady.
Oh,
because that's how Tom Brady was kind of like, he was like this. It wasn't a high draft pick. Nobody knew who he was. You know, he came in, you know, replaced a different quarterback, came in, and, you know, little by little, people are starting to like, yo, this guy is pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Isagi's kind of the same. It's very similar to how Tom Brady rose to the top. You know what I'm saying? And then we're, like I said, we just got a snippet of what Isagi is doing. Like, he's basically rising to the top little by little, going over people, getting people's attention. Like, okay, all these guys are good, but there's something different about him. You know what I'm saying? With Isagi. And so, and then you can see in that last match where it's, you know, Ren, the other top two, and Bachara. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of that, you know, and that was good. That was very intense. That was real good. They were going in. What was the one guy's name? His name was
the tall one with the long hair? Or
the long hair one.
Yeah.
Are you
Fabulous one?
The glam.
Glam, yeah.
He's so glam. Like, he was in love with Chigari's hair.
No, he loved his hair.
Oh,
what
my
kind
God.
of shampoo do you use?
It's so glam, you know. But he was good too. But those guys, like, when they played those guys and Bachara and everything, like, they were going back and forth. It was so it had me at the edge of my seat, bro. It had me at the edge of my seat. I was excited for it. I was so pumped for that match
because it was the top three. Yeah. Like, we're gonna beat the top three.
Yeah. And to see that, and then eventually it sucks because Isagi's team lost at the end. You know, which sucks because, you know, then he's away from Nagi and Badu. You know, but his goal was to get back Bachara. That was his goal. Yeah, that was his goal. Yeah. And then
coming back for you.
Right. And even Bachara says, like, yo, if you want to play with me again, you better come and get me. You know? So, like I said, and I think those two work well together. Yeah. You know, but he also needed that development where he can work without Bachara. Yeah. Because
he realizing he was looking for him on the field, and he wasn't even on his team. That's how you know it was like, ooh, okay, that's not good.
And even Nagi called him on, and he goes, what, you can't do anything with your boy, you know?
Yeah.
That's when he kind of grabbed him with the hair.
Oh, my God. Yeah, because he was just kind of just like, oh, you giving up now?
Yeah. He goes, I didn't choose you for this, you know, to be a shoulder to cry on, you know? That's when Nagi was taking charge.
Yeah, that's when he took charge. He's like, you know what? I got this.
Yeah, so, but yeah, they end up losing to Ren, which, like I said, a lot of season 2 with Itoshi, with Ren Itoshi, is going to be, we're going to understand where he comes from. Yeah. And obviously his brother is one of the top players in Japan, and he's going after his brother.
Yeah, they showed us some little snippet. Yeah. Just a little flashback. I'm like, okay, he has a goal in his head.
Right? Sei Itoshi?
I believe so,
Sai Itoshi?
Yeah.
Sai. Yeah. Sai Itoshi, yeah. So he's going after his brother, and I think the next season they're going to do that Japan 20 and under. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Ooh, that's
gonna be
everybody you gotta show up.
Yeah. So going back to Isagi, you know he's making it when Ren chooses him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said,
it stunned him. He wasn't even ready for that.
Right. Because like I said, in that selection, which is the third selection, it was, like I said, the winning team takes a member from the losing team. And so I didn't think Isagi thought he was going to get picked.
No, he didn't.
You know, but when Ren was like, because Ren doesn't care about anything. He just wants to crush his brother.
He just wants to win.
Yeah, you're right. And then when he made the choice, like the other team members were like, oh, Ren's picking. Okay, well, this is
step back.
This is something big. If he's picking, this is something big. So when he picked Isagi was like, yo.
Yeah, wait, what?
Yeah. He's like, why me?
You just beat me. What do you want me for?
Yeah. So that was pretty good. Like you see, like I said, Isagi is making his way to the top little by little, man. So like I said, you can see the meteoric rise begin.
Right, and I liked when Ren. I feel like he picked him because he couldn't predict him. Ren doesn't like anybody predictable. You're predictable, he's gonna just run right over you. You have baked, And and Isagi started being unpredictable towards that. Even though they lost, it was close.
I think there was a move. Oh, did he make that little first touch back heel move?
Yeah.
He kicked the ball with his back heel.
Yeah. And Ren couldn't foresee
He didn't
that.
see it. Yeah, he didn't see it coming.
And he felt like he lost against him in that moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was pretty big.
That was
the number one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ren is the number one player in Blue Lock. That's true. Yeah. No, it was a great anime.
Yeah,
it really was. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait for season 2. Season 2 is gonna be nuts.
Yes.
It's gonna be so crazy.
Bring that back to my life.
I know. Is it confirmed for next year?
I don't know.
I saw a video on IG, and they were showing animes that were confirmed for 2024. I want to say Blue Lock was on there.
It better be. Shit.
I can't remember now. I know I saw My Hero, and there's another one that I saw that I know you were like, I gotta go back. I gotta see if I can find it. But but it's animes that are confirmed for 2024. I'm pretty sure Blue Lock is on there. It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that. I can't remember now. Damn. I don't know if I sent it to you on IG.
I feel like you did send it to me, so maybe I can go through messages and find
it. We'll look at it. Yeah. But it has to be confirmed because at one point it was the highest selling manga.
Right. Because you sent something like that to me. I was like, Blue Lock.
Yeah. People are jumping on the manga. It's right now it's the highest selling manga in the world today. So it's like I said, I'm not big on sports animes, but that one really.
That was my first one. Actually.
Yeah.
First, and I don't even really watch sports normally. Besides, I mean, I used to keep up with UFC, but this was like 10 years ago. So, I was just like, I'll try it out. It got me.
Yeah, no, it got me too. Thank you for pressing me on it, dude. I appreciate it. But it was good.
Anytime.
I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, there's a lot of good development. I can't wait for the spinoff, that movie with Nagi and Hideo. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I think it's coming out next year. I think it's coming out next year. Yeah.
In theaters?
Yeah.
Ooh,
we got that one. We got that one, and we got the Spy Family one too.
In the
yes. That's another spinoff. So I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
We got some movies coming out. We got some continuations coming out.
Yes.
So definitely excited. 2024 is gonna be a big year, but 2023, like I said, it's still going. We're still in 2023.
Still going, still hot.
Yeah. I can't wait. Like I said, October, Undead Unluck's coming out in October. So there's a lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to with the end of the year coming up. But I think that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
You good or everything?
Yeah.
All right.
I would say so.
That was fun.
Absolutely.
As always, you guys can catch us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iTunes. Dabir, what are our social media pages?
We got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
X, if you want to call it X.
I heard the name change.
Yeah. I think people still call it Twitter. I just see the symbol. I still call it Twitter, but it's X, I guess. I don't know, but whatever. Who cares? You guys get the drift. You know.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I know. But as always, feedback. We're just trying to get better. We hope you enjoy all that is that we are doing, and like I said, any feedback definitely helps because we want to continue to get better. So with that being said, Dabir, good?
Yeah. Like Will was saying, we appreciate any feedback. Hit us up on any of our social medias. We'll get back to you.
Absolutely. And also, next week we are going to be talking about the One Piece live action. We actually got a couple requests for that, so we're gonna do it.
That's dope.
Dope.
We have to do it now.
Yeah, we gotta do it. Absolutely. So we're gonna talk about the Light Piece 1 action next week. So with all that, folks, until next break time, have a good day.